economic growth. What legislative priority bills do we have in mind to further accelerate our economy? Ito ang sagot niya. Kasi ito rin yung tinatanong ng iba sa inyo, kaya tinanong ko siya. More economic reforms to further strengthen the growth momentum, such as infrastructure development and tax reform, liberalization policies and foreign equity restrictions to attract more investments, revision of the Public Service Act and the Retail Trade Act and the Foreign Investment Act, policy and support programs to develop a competitive industrial sector that supports a progressive domestic and export agenda, intensify support to MS, MES, and provide more entrepreneurship and livelihood support to the local communities, to the grassroots, to the various sectors, out of school youth, OFWs, former rebels, agrarian reform, and drug rehabilitation beneficiaries, to teach them how to fish, consumer protection price, stability, and product standards compliance. Now, there has been many requests dun sa inisyo nating statement because according to them, yung dyaryo ko, konti lang nagbabasa, mas marami daw nakikinig, nagwa-watch dito sa ating MPC. That's what they're saying. Huh? Kaya ang dami kong na-receive nung apparently may nagbasa ng account. Sabi niya, can you read the accomplishments of the President para naman we will know, all of us here? So I think I have to read them. Pagbigyan natin. Tsaka para makita ng mga critics, hindi ko naman maintindihan. Parang hindi nyo nakikita. Ako, hirap na hirap na. Yung staff ko, hanap lang ng mga accomplishment. Bawat isa. So let me just read the accomplishments of the President for the listening delight and pleasure of the critics and detractors. Baka you haven't realized kung gaano kadami na ang ginawa ni Presidente. Kasi yesterday was the anniversary, third anniversary of the President's, as the 16th President of the Philippines. And as we say, res ipsa loquitur, the thing speaks for itself. His accomplishments speak for themselves. Halfway through his term as President of the Republic, the President has attained countless and incomparable feats, including, but not limited to, 1, reducing the rate of criminality to an incredibly low figure, dismantling the illegal drug industry and apparatus with the voluntary surrender of more than 1 million drug personalities and rehabilitating the victims thereof, initiating strategies and measures to thwart the local communist rebellion from spreading and crushing attempts of terrorism originating from different parts of the globe. While the President has given priority to the improvement of peace and order in the country, he laid the foundation that will propel the nation to progress and reach new heights with an unprecedented political will, genuine empathy, as well as relentless resolve to uplift the general welfare of the people. He signed long pending bills into laws. There were so many pending bills na hindi napipirma kahit ng mga nakaraang administrasyon. What are these? Free tuition in the state universities and colleges. Free irrigation to farmers. Free internet access in public places. Institutionalization of feeding programs for public school students. Universal health care program. Free medicines and financial support to indigent patients. Going back to this, hindi ba sinabi ni Presidente, magkano binigay niya sa PGH? 100 million a month. Can you imagine 100 million pesos a month? And sa veterans, 50 million yata. Wala pang gumagawang presidente niyan. Kaya ang dami nakikinabang. And then, mandatory PhilHealth coverage for persons with disabilities, huge and unparalleled subsidies in favor of government hospitals, yung nga binanggit natin, increase of SSS pensions for seniors, hindi ba? Nagkaroon pa ng controversy dito, pero he still went ahead. And then the improvement of the wages of government employees. He doubled the salaries of the soldiers as well as the policemen, the jail officers, the firemen, yung mga teachers natin, nakaabang na rin dyan, dadagdagan na rin. And then, we have prohibition on illegal labor subcontracting resulting in the regularization of hundreds of thousands of workers. So, hindi ba ito naging problema ng ilang taon na hindi na magawa ng paraan? Si Presidente lang nakagawa ng paraan ito. And then, for the first time, meron tayong establishment of work from home arrangements. Alright. Ano pa? Marami pang pinirman si Presidente. He signed into laws and proposed measures aimed at reducing poverty. What are these? Pantawid Pamilyang Pilipino program. Yung Magna Carta for the Poor to uplift the standard of living of those belonging to the unprivileged class of our society. Ano pa? Ito. Even as I speak, the President has directed and there has been distribution of certificates of land ownership award, CLOAS, to thousands of agrarian reforms beneficiaries and farmers. Kita nyo yung sa Boracay, yung sa likod lang. Sino ba nakinabang doon? Di yung mga natives natin. He has consistently pushed Congress to legislate for the return of the Coco Levy Fund. Hindi rin nagagalaw yan ever since, in favor of coconut farmers through a trust fund. Now, ano pang ginawa ni Presidente sa mga overseas workers? He has repatriated thousands of overseas Filipino workers affected by amnesty programs implemented by several countries. For the returning OFWs, ano bang ginawa niya? They were provided with training and livelihood assistance for their reintegration. An overseas Filipino bank, never naman nangyari ito. Ngayon lang sa term ni Presidente, there is now an overseas Filipino bank that has been established to provide efficient remittance services, low service rates, and profitable offers to OFWs. Ano pa? The President made the Philippines one of the strongest economies and growth leaders in the region. How? He changed the business climate that prompted the influx of foreign investments, thereby ushering the golden age of infrastructure in the country with his Build, Build, Build program. Under his leadership, the Philippines earned the highest credit in our economic history with a BBB plus upgrade from Global Debt Watcher Standard & Poor's. The President also has similarly intensified revenue collection of the government to new record highs, including, ito, palagi nating sinasabi ito, the collection of 6 billion pesos from Philippine Airlines. Di ba? Never naman nagbayad ng PAL. And yet, sinabi lang ni President, gano'n, ayaw niya magbayad ng landing fees. Sige, bukas wala, hindi na kayo maglanding yan. And the following day, nagbayad sila. And then, meron pa, yung landmark settlement ng, remember yung Mighty Cigarette? Magkano ba nakuha natin yun? 40 billion? My goodness. Sino ba presidente nakagawa nun? Kasi they refuse to pay excise taxes. Nakakuha tayo ng, I think, 45 billion pa nga yata. In addition, the President as head of state, has pursued an independent foreign policy by means of, di ba, dati subservient tayo sa Amerikano. Ngayon. Hindi. Ngayon, we are friends to all, enemies to none. Sa lahat ng bansa, we are friendly to all countries that will give us benefit. Now, notable effects of which are the return of, di ba? Sino ba nakakuha ng Balanggiga bells? Sa State of the Zona, bumanat lang siya. Pinalik agad sa atin. In Canada, 6 na taon. Di ba? Isang banat na lang, bumalik na. While improving at the same time our relations with Russia, China, and those belonging to the Southeast Asian region. During This time, he has also strengthened local domestic regions such as yung pag-sign ng Bangsamoro Organic Law, di ba? Walang nangyari dyan nung nakaraan, hindi naman nagagawa yan. Kaya ngayon, yung Mindanao, hindi na an island of promise, it is an island of fulfillment. Oh. Now, tingnan mo, yung problema natin sa Tanimbala, sino ba walang nagawa yung previous administration dyan. Tapos kagad yung Tanimbala doon sa airport, yung mga scam sa airport. After initial weeks lang sa opisina niya, ano pa? Hindi ba yung freedom of information? Never na ipasa. Gumawa nga siya ng executive order. Hindi, parang napahiya ngayon ng Kongreso doon. Tapos ano pa? He created, ito, hindi pa rin nangyari ito. He created the task force for you, people, sa media. Di ba? Ano pa? Hindi ba yung red tape ngayon sa gobyerno? Mas mabilis ngayon. Ngayon, medyo, pag nagpunta ka doon, pag sinabi mo lang, sabi ni Presidente Duterte, bilisan, mabilis pa sa alas 4. Ano pa? Smoking ban. Smoking ban. Sabi nila, hindi pwede yan. Sa Davao lang yan. Anong hindi pwede sa Pilipinas? Ayan, ginawa niya na. What else? Yung gambling casino. Hindi ba siya nag-pros? hindi ngayon maikalat yung gambling casino samantalang ng mga nakarang administrasyon. Kaya wala na ngayon construction in new casinos. Ano pa? Itong matitindi. Sino bang presidente who fired many incumbent military officials and cabinet members just like that? Si presidente lang yun. Pati mga kaibigan niya, kaibigan na matalik ito, kaibigan na matalik, mga tumulong sa kanya, wala sa kanya. Tapos, ano pa? Ito, may pagmamalaki ng Office of the President. Ito lang, presidenteng ito, ang sumagot sa lahat ng liham, all letters, na dumarating sa opisina ko, sa opisina ng iba, sinasagot yan. Immediately, referred to all. Kaya ang daming, alam niyo, sa totoo lang, daming nagpapasalamat kung lumalabas ako out of town. I don't even remember them na natulungan pala sila. Ibig sabihin, ngayon lang sila nakakuha ng Malacanang na sumasagot at tumutulong sa kanila. What else? Marami. Meron pa nga, nag-launch pa nga ng hotlines, di ba? Yung 911, yung Citizens Complaint, 8888. And, eto pa. Of course, kami ang medyo nahirapan dito. It has reduced government spending by prohibiting the use of luxury cars. Kaya po kita mo naman, puro lang kami Innova, hindi kami pwede sa business class, economy. Pag less than 4 hours, economy. Hindi lang yung economy, yung pinaks mababa pa sa economy. Kung medyo 4 hours, premium economy. Ngayon, kung gusto mo ng business class, ay magbayad ka. Okay, yan ang ginagawa namin iba. Kung gusto namin makapagpahinga, dadagdagan namin yung binayad ng gobyerno. Ayaw ni Presidente yon. Ano pa? May nakita na ba kayong portrait ni Presidente dito? Saan? Sa kanya lang, siguro hindi sumusunod, pero sa akin, wala. Lahat ng mga lahat ng mga opisina, ayaw niya. Pag nakita ni Presidente yun, magagalit yun. Kasi gusto niya, yung mga bayani. Isa pa, ha? Alam mo bang napansin ko yung Presidente? Ito lang ang Presidente na binibira na, sinisira na, hindi nagpapile ng kaso laban doon sa mga naninira sa kanya. Tapos here comes Reza, sasabihin niya, I'm being harassed, intimidated. Nag-violate ka. Tapos sinasama mo yung pagka-periodista mo. In other words, much has been done in the past 3 years. And the Filipino people can expect the same significant achievements, if not more, in the remainder of the President's term. And even as the majority of the Filipinos sit and watch in all of the accomplishments, the best is yet to come. Now we can respond to your questions.
Marisol Halili, TV5.
Hi, sir. Good morning. Sir, you mentioned that one of the highlights of the President's achievement is the pushing for independent foreign policy.
Yes.
How true is Malacanang to this policy, especially after the incident last June 8 at Rec 9 at Recto Bank?
Oh, hindi ba? Alam niyo, yung sa Recto Bank, gaya ng sinasabi ng Presidente, you cannot just recklessly respond to that by, one, ang gusto nila, banatan natin ng China. Oh, hindi pa nga natin alam kung yung vessel na yun state-owned. Kung private vessel ng Chinese yun, o biro mo kanyo, imagine, bumaba na tayo ng bumaba na, hindi natin alam. In other words, ang Presidente, very careful pagdating dyan. Kasi, di ba palagi nila sinasabi, bakit naman yung Vietnam? Bakit naman yung Malaysia? They assert themselves. So, ano nangyayari? Di ba nakakabanatan sila? Nakakapatayan sila doon. Yung bang gusto natin, is that what we want? Pag nagkaroon ng conflict doon, makakaroon ng mga patay sa atin, and the President will not allow that. Pag may pinatay kayong mga, di ba sabi niya, pag may pinatay kayo, gigirahin ko kayo. O, edi lahat tayo naapektuhan.
Pero sir, hindi ba nagiging selective yung pagpapatupad natin ng independent foreign policy? Because we're saying that the president is very careful in giving his statement about China, but it seems that he was assertive during the time of US President Barack Obama. Bakit hindi kayang ganun din maging ka-assertive in this case?
Yung panahon ni Barack Obama, ang reaction niya doon, dahil binabanatan siya. Di ba? Kaya siya nag-react kasi binanatan siya ni Obama binastos siya, in other words. Nabastos siya. Kasi it was an international conference, tapos kung bumira siya, parang hindi ako head of state, siya galit. There is an incident. We need to know the facts of the case. Kaya bukado ito, hindi ka basta bumabanat o kagaya ka ngayon. O anong lumalabas niya sa mga investigation doon? Lumalabas parang ordinaryong nautical incident o navigation incident.
So sa pagkakataong ito, sir, hindi rin po ba nabastos yung mga Filipino fishermen nung iniwan sila doon sa Recto Bank without any help coming from the Chinese?
Unang-una, yung pag-iwas sa kanila, hindi na nakakamit natin doon. Kaya hindi ko alam, mali yung akusasyon na pinabayaan natin, kinundin na kagad nga natin Walang kabog-kabog, binanatan natin
yung facts na nakuha ng Philippines and ng China.
Di, siguro, ipipilit na natin, hindi tayo nagkakasundo, mag-third party tayo. Di ba? Pero sa ngayon, since okay naman sa kanila, di ba sabi nila, there's nothing na hindi natin pagkakasunduan. Kasi, ang i-decide mo lang naman, aksidente ba o sinadya? Number 1, sino ba ang may kasalanan? Number 2, yung pag-iwan nila. O sino accountable doon? Anong compensation doon? Yun lang naman eh.
Okay, Nestor, then Pia. Okay ka na, Pia.
Sir, ulitin lang, the Philippines will insist on a third-party investigator pag hindi nagkatugma yung results ng kanilang investigation.
Oo, kasi kung hindi tayo magkakatugma, paano ma-resolve? Some independent body, it doesn't have to be a country, independent body. Pero sa tingin ko, kung yun lang naman ang mga issue, kadali lang naman malaman whether it was an accident or not. Sa investigation ng dalawa, they can already determine. Pagdating naman sa accountability, palagay ko napakadali rin yun. Kung aksidente, tapos may diferensya, kung baga hindi ka naging maingat, kaya ka nagkaroon ng aksidente, di you're liable.
Pero sir, don't you think that more than the question of whether it is an accident or not, yung issue ng abandonment, yung isa sa mga dapat
precisely.
i-settle
Isa
dito?
nga yun. One, yung nga sinasabi ko, nature. Number 2, kung sino ang may kasalanan. Number 3, yun na nga yung abandonment. Kung sino ngayon ang mananagot doon? Bakit mo? Kailangan, you will be accountable to that. Yun nga ang kinondemn natin from the very start eh. Kasi yan ang klaro eh. Now, they're trying to justify, di ba? Sinasabi nila na, kasi takot kami. Bakit kayo natatakot? Nakakita lang kayo ng mga bangka, may nakasakay ba doon? O is it justified or not? Sa atin, hindi.
Sir, balik lang po dun sa fishing deal between the Philippines and China. Because the public wants to know if it's kung anong klaseng deal po ito. Meron po bang pinirmahan ng mga dokumento o is it more of a verbal agreement?
Malagay ko
between
walang pinirmahan. Parang ano lang yun eh. Parang nag-uusap lang sila. Alam mo kung minsan, mga heads of state, may mga word of honor yung mga yun eh. Hindi na kailangan na. Kung baga, kita mo, walang dati-dati, di ba? Hindi tayo pinapayagan sa Scarborough. They're being shooed away. Kakaroon ng mga prakaso. Pero after that, wala na.
Could that be a legally binding agreement, sir? Kung nagpag-usapan lang ng dalawang presidente?
Bakit naman hindi? Wala namang masama doon.
Sir, what was the legal basis for...
The legal basis?
Yes, for
to
the
serve and to
modus
protect
vivendi.
the Filipino people. Under the Constitution, Article 2, Section 4, it says, the prime duty of a government is to protect and to serve the people. The president is doing that. Nakikita niya na kung ipupurso mo yung gusto mo aggressively at sinabihan ka na nga, baka tayo magkaroon ng problema dyan. O di na-avoid niya na, dinadala niya na sa, di mag-usap tayo. Kasi sinabi ni Presidente Sinon, and I was there, and he said, let's talk about our trade relations, people to people, yung pwede nating pagkasunduan at pagtulungan. Saka na natin yan, yung medyo masigalot na usaping yan. Wala namang masama doon.
So, sir, there's no document to speak of. So, how can the public scrutinize itong mga provisions
Sinasabi na
of
nga
this
ni
day?
exactly. Diba? Sinasabi na exactly ni Presidente kung ano yung usapan nila. He already said that. Dinitalya na nga kung ano yung sinabi ni Presidency, ano sinabi niya, ano response, at anong naging epekto.
Then don't you think the president could have been more specific about this?
Specific na nga siya, di ba? Sabi niya, peace kayo dyan, dito naman kami. Huwag niyo walang pakialaman. Di ba?
Okay. Last na lang, sir. Kasi Bayan Muna is questioning kung bakit ngayon lang, after 3 years, doon lang ni-reveal ni President Duterte yung supposed agreement, considering that this is very important for the public.
Bakit ngayon lang? Bakit di sila nagtanong?
For transparency reasons, sir, don't you think the president should have revealed this very important agreement to the
Hindi,
public.
alam mo, matagal nang sinasabi namin yan. Kahit ako, sinasabi ko na yan. Nagkakaroon ng usapan, kaya nga okay na dun si Scarborough eh. Di ba? Kahit si Secretary Alan Cayetano nung siya pa ang secretary, sinasabi niya na yun na nagkaroon ng mga usapan.
Pero yung
Kasi, after that conversation, I think si Secretary Cayetano, kausap niya na yung kung ano bang gagawin natin dito. He reported to that. Eh. And I also mentioned that several times.
So for the record, sir, the palace has already revealed that there is this deal between China and the Philippines
Yun
for a
ang modus
vivendi.
vivendi. Wala,
Yes.
kumbaga, mag-ano muna tayo. Magbigayan muna tayo.
So the palace
Pero
has-
hindi ibig sabihin na we will not invoke that pagdating ng panahon.
So as far as yung
ngayon
question
naman,
of
tingnan mo na.
transparency, sir.
Yun namang invocation, sabi ko nga doon sa inyo, sa ANC kanina. Kasi tinatanong ako ni Christian Guerra, kailan i-invoke yan? Siguro at the end of his term. But there's nothing to invoke kung nakuha na natin yung gusto natin. Kasi under the arbitral ruling, meron siyang specific ruling na eto ang atin. Hindi sila pwedeng pumasok. Kung pumayag na sila, nakuha na sa usapan, o ano pang i-invoke? Wala na.
Last na lang, sir. So, yung question of transparency, sir, you said that the palace has been very transparent that there's a modus vivendi between China and the Philippines since 2016. Tama po ba?
Ever since naman, gaya na nga ng paliwanag ko, matagal nang sinasabi ni Secretary Alan yun. Sa kanyang mga speeches, kahit sa akin, tinatouch ko rin yun sa mga interview na nag-uusap na yan. Napag-usapan na yan.
Okay, Ace Romero, then Joseph Morong.
Sek, balikan ko lang yung recto bank probe. Pero ano yung preference natin sa investigation? Joint probe ba o may involvement ng third party?
Hindi, di ba sinabi ni Presidente, okay sa akin lahat yan. Basta gusto ko matapos na yan at malaman na natin kung sino accountable yan. Wala siyang problema. Okay lang sa kanya, walang third party. Gusto mo, maghiwalay tayo ng investigasyon, mag-share tayo ng and then let's resolve.
So kailan kaya mag-uumpisa tong...
Since tinanggap na nila, di ba, ang suggestion nga nila, mag-create na ng task force sa party natin, sa kaparty nila, and then mag-meet na.
Kailan po kaya...
Hindi, yun ang hindi ko alam.
Pero di ba may advantages din yung third party? Binanggit ni President Duterte yun, di ba? Kung may findings ka, sasabihin ng
kung
kabila
may-
bias.
yun naman kung meron, kung wala. So, kung baga sa kanal, later na siguro yun. Kung
Pero
hindi,
yun nga, sabi niyo, we will insist on it pag...
kung hindi
nagtama.
magkasundo. Kung hindi magkasundo.
Okay. Salamat, Sek.
Joseph Morong.
So, sir, okay, game. So, as things stand now, we are going to do simultaneous, separate investigations,
And then,
correct?
we
And then we
will-
meet after
Yan.
we
Yun
finish.
ang tinatawag na join kasi mag-ano na kayo. Kakasama na kayo.
Talking about our investigation, are we done with ours?
Hindi
di
ba
ba-
sabi ni Presidente, meron na siyang initial report at yung
Okay.
final report, inaantay niya.
Who's going to reconcile the reports of the Marina
Pwede
and
yung
the Coast Guard?
Which one?
Dalawa yan ka, sir, di ba? Coast Guard and Marina, tapos ibinigay sa DOTR because they see this as a parang traffic incident or parang...
Meron siyempre final report yan. I don't know
Who's
who
going to-
I don't know who will reconcile it. But importante, there will be a final report on the incident.
You've seen the report of the Coast
Calling
Guard?
all, siyempre called from all whatever investigation.
There's two.
Kaya nga.
So,
Pwede
sir,
siguro magkakasundo sila.
you've seen the report yourself?
I have not.
Okay. So medyo, sir...
Ang basis ko lang yung sinabi ni Presidente.
Okay. And then after we finish, we wait for China to finish theirs.
Magkakaroon nga ng, pag natapos na, di ba, mag-create na ng task force each and then magsasalubong na sila.
Sir, answer lang yung criticism na baka naman mamaya magmando-mando tayo na nangyari para it would be...
Hindi. Pwede ba sa atin? Mga Pilipino? Hindi naman tayo. Mga Pilipino nga, magagaling dyan pagdating sa negotiation.
Sir, yun lang mga dates, no? So,
Saka, gaya ng, I will repeat what I said. Napakadali lang naman ng issue eh. One, aksidente ba hindi? Number two, sino accountable? Kung hindi aksidente, di syempre, kung negligence ka, di ikaw. Number three, ba't mo iniwan? Sino ngayon, anong gagawin mo ngayon sa iniwan nyo? Hindi naman po pwede yung basta mag-apologize lang kayo sa amin. Di ba?
Hindi pwede yun, sir, na may apology lang.
Hindi pa pwede yun. Siyempre, but I trust the assurance by the ambassador of China when he said na they will not allow that. Kung merong irresponsible behavior, they will impose sanctions. Trabaho talaga nila yun. Kasi kung ang may kasalanan, yung Chinese vessel, nasa jurisdiction nila yun, yung gobyerno nila.
Sir, sa dates lang, yun pong communication ni Ambassador Santa Romana sa inyo, informing them or informing you and the palace.
Hindi, kahapon ko lang natanggap yung tungkol doon.
Okay, so yes.
Pero yung report yata, parang 24 niya sinubmit.
Because Ambassador Santa Romana talked to his counterpart.
I think so, yes.
Okay. Sir, just a few more notes on the medyo macro level. Sa EEZ, sir, since there is already parang a consent from the Philippines to allow China to fish in
Hindi naman
our...
consent. Hindi ba ang sinasabi ni Presidente? Kung baga, wag na muna nating gambalain yung pag-fish ng bawat isa sa amin. Yun lang naman, parang yun ang usapan nila.
Does that extend to other countries?
Ang China lang naman ang nagkiklaim ng sa kanila yung buong South China Sea. Yung iba naman, hindi.
So no to poaching from Vietnam, Indonesia, other countries?
It's not a question of no. They're not even going there. So what is there to prevent if they're not even going?
Ay, nandun sir nung ano.
Alin?
Di ba sabi ni Secretary Piñol na parang they should not have been there talking about the Vietnamese boats?
Kasi sabi ko nga, for all you know, innocent passage lang yun, dumaraan lang yun. Di ba? Pwede naman dumaan talaga sa lahat ng body of waters eh.
To the president saying na I want to dig oil, but President Xi allegedly said.
Hindi ko na maalala. Tagal na eh. Kailangan I'll go back to the transcript.
Would you know, sir, if President Xi specifically mentioned the word war?
Hindi ko na I don't think merong, but you know,
You don't think so,
somebody
sir?
doesn't have to mention war if you really mean war. But there are many ways. Sabihin mo lang na baka may trouble dyan. Ano pa bang ibig sabihin nun?
So, sir, the trouble is our interpretation.
Ang alin?
The word
Ano
trouble.
bang ibig sabihin na may trouble? If you're looking for trouble, sabi nga ni Elvis Presley, you came to the right place. So yun ang sinasabi siguro ng China sa atin.
So, sir, just want to be specific. There was no mention from President Xi of the word war during
Hindi
the
ko na
meeting.
matanda kung ano sinabi niya. Basta, yun ang, I'm quoting the President as he related to all of us.
Kasi, sir, yung trouble could also mean President Xi could say it could be trouble for them also, domestically.
Ay, pareho, okay, trouble with them, trouble with us, trouble pa rin yun.
But, sir, kasi yung contention is the basis of allowing China to fish was that kind of a specter that hangs over us. Because, you know, if we move, then this will happen. Diba?
The basis is this President doesn't want to risk the lives of our countrymen in disputed waters. Ayaw niya nang makarating doon na makaabot pa sa bingit ng panganib. Kaya, diplomat ang dating niya. Kikipag-negotiate siya. Kikipagkaibigan. Kasi pag magkakaibigan, iba na ang relasyon nyo. Nagbibigay na lang kayo. Sige na nga. Di ba? Pero kung hostile ka, di syempre, palabang kayo pareho. Talagang magbabanggaan kayo.
And that will be yung pong scenario nyo na parang mauubos tayo, ganyan. And that will be precipitated because...
Alam mo, gaya nga ng sinasabi ko sa inyo, di ba sinasabi nila, bakit ba ang hilig nyo na gamitin yung war? Hindi naman magigipag-war sa atin ng China. O ang tanong ko naman, bakit? Nakakasiguro ko ba na hindi? Hindi natin alam yon. Bakit ba't mo pa antayin makarating doon? Pwede namang gawa ng paraan na hindi na makarating doon.
Okay, sir, thank you.
RJ?
Hi, sir. Sir,
RJ.
hi, sir. Sir, whether China or the Chinese vessel was fishing at the Recto Bank is no longer a part of the investigation, correct, sir?
Ay, kasama yun. Lahat, siyempre, kasi matatanong mo, ano bang ginagawa mo doon?
Although the president has declared that hayaan na lang natin sila.
Hindi
in,
naman, kasama pa rin
fishing.
yun. Kasi you really have to know why it was there. Kung they were really fishing or not. Kasi sabi nila, hindi sila mag-fish doon, di ba?
All right. Thank you, sir.
Raymond Tinasa?
Wala si Henry. Oh, ayan na.
Sir, yung
Talking of the angel.
So you said na hindi natin alam kung yung China ay hindi tayo gigirahin. So we are not sure na China whether they will
Hindi, ang
war.
sinasabi kasi ng mga kritiko, bakit ba sinasabi niyo na gigera ang China sa atin pag maging aggressive tayo? O, kaya ang sagot ko naman doon, o paano mo naman alam na hindi tayo gigirahin? Bakit tayo mag-aantay na girahin pa tayo?
So hindi siya true friend.
Oh, not necessarily. Alam mo, kahit na magkakaibigan, tanda mo, ikaw ba, tayo lahat may magkakaibigan. Pag yung kaibigan natin, nabuso tayo, hindi ba nawawala na rin yung friendship? Mas matindi pa ang away ng magkakaibigan. They become the worst of enemies. The best of friends will become the worst of enemies pag inabuso ng bawat isang isa.
Sir, going back dun sa fishing agreement. So just to establish the facts. So ito ay walang documentation. It's only a verbal agreement.
No, napagkasunduan ng dalawa.
So-
And subsequent to that, nakipag-usap na si Secretary Cayetano at that time doon sa kanyang counterpart.
So as a lawyer, sir, can you enlighten or educate me or us? How could a verbal agreement could become legally binding?
Bakit naman?
For example, when China, we assume violation of the verbal agreement, how can we invoke something from the air?
Alam mo, yung kahit sa batas, kahit na verbal, valid and binding yon basta mayroong mutual consent ang dalawang partido. Kaya nga agreement
And we trust that President Xi will hold on to that verbal
sa ngayon,
agreement.
hindi naman niya ginagalaw ang Reed Bank, di ba? Gaya ng pangako niya.
Sir, last point. Do you think the words of the President with regards on how he describes the Recto Bank as a simple maritime incident will not in one way or the other affect the result of the investigation of the the PCG Coast Guard and Marina?
My educated guess is he said that because of the initial report. Kasi si Presidente abogado hindi magsasalita ng walang basis yan. Maybe that was the initial report. It was a navigation incident.
So,
May initial report na siya. Hindi ba sinabi niya, tinatago nga, may baraha ako, sinasabi niya.
yun nga, kasi nagbigay na lang ganyang pahayag ang Pangulo and we are waiting for the final result of the probe. Hindi ba parang yung fear kasi na baka dahil sa pananalita ng Pangulo ay baka
Hindi.
siyempre yung Marina will not release a result which is adversarial.
Alam mo, yung result will be coming in from the facts on the ground. Kung magbibigay ka sa akin ng facts na obviously mali, kahit ordinaryong tao, kukontrahin ka. Hindi naman ganun kasimple yun. Kailangan competent evidence yung basis mo at kapani-paniwala.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, Henry Oriden Joyce.
Secretary, yung
O, hindi mo ako ginising
bukas.
Hindi. Ginigising niya ako sa telepono.
Ang sarap ng tulog mo eh. Hindi na kita inabala.
Si Chona nagising sa akin kahapon.
Si Chona.
Si Chona ginising ako, tagal lang usapan namin.
Sek,
Naging banner headline nga yung mga usapan namin.
yung gisingan niyo ni Chona?
Ginising ako
Anyway, yung joint oil exploration sa West Philippine Sea, malabo na ba ito, Secretary?
Di ba sabi ni Presidente parang ayaw nang pumayag? Dati 60-40. Ewan ko na ngayon kung ano lang gusto nila.
So meaning malabo na talaga.
Hindi, not necessarily. Lahat naman yan pwedeng pag-usapan.
Kung hindi ito malabo, kailan ito? May aasahan pa ba tayo rito?
Bakit naman hindi? Sabi nga pag magkakaibigan, mag-usap tayo. Ba't ayaw mo? Lasa, gusto mo nun, gusto mo. O, baka may reason siya. O, pag-usapan natin. Alam mo,
Pero
sa totoo,
payag ba tayo dun sa 60-40, Secretary?
di ba yun yata hiningi ni... Hindi ko alam kung hiningi yun o whatever. Hindi ko nga alam kung alin yung 60, alin yung 40.
So you think mangyayari pa ito within this administration?
Pwede yan. Lahat yan pwede. Nag-uusap magkaibigan nga magkakaibigan Supposed to be magkakaibigan. Tingnan natin.
Walang initiative na dahil lang doon sa banta ni President Xi Jinping, wala na tayong initiative, hindi na tayo gagalaw para mag-explore ng
Kung hindi,
langis.
hindi ba katakot-takot na nga ang galaw natin Kita mo, we're receiving benefits. Wala mang hiningi sa atin ng China. Sabi nga, kahit isang palito, hindi humingi ang China.
Hindi,
dun
wala
sa mga
yung,
binigay.
yung exploration doon sa langis.
Hindi, yung exploration, pag-uusapan pa yan. Siyempre, formal, sa table, pag-usapan natin. Jo-joint ba tayo o what?
So hindi tayo gagalaw hanggat hindi sila sumasang-ayon
Lang alin.
na mag-explore tayo ng langis. Yun ang malinaw.
Oo,
doon.
hindi gagalaw.
Hindi, walang exploration na mangyayari as part of
unang-una,
our
hindi.
initiative.
Wala tayong resources. Ikaw naman, kaya nga tayo. The reason why we need joint ventures and joint agreements with other countries is because wala tayong kapasidad. That's the reason why. O syempre, yun namang hihingin mong bansa. Gusto syempre, gagamitin mo yung aming mga equipments dyan Ang lagay kailangan kikita rin kami. Yun ang pag-uusapan.
Alright.
Okay, Joyce.
Sir, you mentioned na kapag magkaiba yung findings ng Philippines and China, the Philippines will insist on a third party to resolve the issue. What if China refuses na magkaroon pa rin ng third party? How will we going to
Unang-una, sa
resolve the
tingin
differences?
Ko, hindi magkakaroon ng disagreements, serious disagreements. Kasi sinabi na nila na kailangan ma-resolve na natin to. Nasisira ang relasyon natin dahil dito Kailangan ayusin na natin to.
You're saying, sir, na even
Saka
before...
yung sinasabi mong insist, hindi tayo mag-iisip. Isa-suggest natin. Kung halimbawa, hindi tayo magkasundo, pwede ba umanap tayo ng third party? Pero sabi nga nila, we don't need that. There is nothing that we cannot resolve. We have to, gusto rin nilang tapusin Kung long playing na to
Pero sir, if in case magkaroon ng magkaibang resulta ng
Wala,
investigation...
nag-i-speculate na naman tayo. Ang hilig natin kasi speculation. Antayin na lang natin.
So are we saying,
Pag
sir, na...
nagkaroon ng disagreement, di sabihin natin, anong gagawin natin dito? Magigero na lang tayo o ayusin natin to?
So are we saying, sir, na
Hindi.
ang possibility is parehas ng resulta ng investigation ng Philippines and China?
If you're talking again of possibilities, lahat yan posible. Basta antayin na lang natin. Dahil maganda na yung, di ba, maganda na kasi nag-offer sila, tinanggap natin, tapos meron tayong contest, sinabi naman, ito naman yung amin. Di ba, umuusad ang usapan.
Sir,
May progress.
dun ba sa message ng China, sir, was there any mention of a timeline kung kailan nila possibly matatapos yung
Walang
investigation?
sinabi.
How about the palace side, sir? Are you eyeing a particular time na dapat within this
Hindi,
year? we
dapat
should be-
immediately. Since they are suggesting creation of task force, dapat mag-create na tayo ng task force. And in fact, I intend to tell the President, pagdating mamaya sa cabinet meeting, I'll tell him, sabihin ko sa kanya, ito na yung report, Mr. President. Siguro we have to create na, for all I know, baka nag-create na. Hindi ko alam.
Sir, task force, joint task force? Kumbaga,
Task
composed
force
of-
natin, task
task
force
force nila.
nila, and then magko-combine. So
Chona.
probing nga.
Chona, use the microphone, please.
Sir, when will
You're there. Kala ko absent ka. Chona.
Sir, when will the palace release the result of the investigation?
Hindi pag nandiyan na yung final result.
Di ba sabi ni President last week that he has the report already?
Tanungin ko siya mamaya sa cabinet meeting.
How about, sir, yung Chinese investigation? Will the palace make it public yung kung ano yung result?
I'm sure ilalabas nila yan. Kasi magkakaroon nga ng task force, di ba? And then they will discuss. They will meet. Ilalabas nila yon.
Okay. Sir, yung task force, can you expound on that?
Hindi ko alam. Basta ang nabasa ko sa report, task force from their side, task force from this side, and then they will meet. and share their findings and then resolve all the issues raised.
Okay, no more questions? Okay, Maricel, then Joseph, China. Okay, and then Maricel,
A
other
little
issue.
bit of soap.
Pero sir, di ba meron tayong task force on the West Philippine Sea kay SPK Sir Esperon, Secretary Esperon?
Baka iba pa yun. Iba naman yung
Ah,
task
so,
force
so
nila.
separate dun sa existing.
Oo, iba.
So sa new one.
Mag-create ka ng bago.
Okay.
Maricel, other issue na tayo, Maricel.
Sir, very quick lang. Ano lang po yung magiging focus ng cabinet meeting later?
Meron na ba akong kopya? Wala pa eh. Wala pang binibigay na agenda eh.
Will you discuss the issue on Recto Bank, sir? EEZ?
Hindi ko alam. Wala. Kasi usually, dinidiscuss ako kung ano na nasa listahan.
Do you still...
But ako, I will ask him kung ano nang gagawin natin doon sa report kung may ginawa na. Saka I'll ask also Secretary Locsin. Kasi 24 pa na-receive eh.
Okay. Do you still expect, sir, Secretary Piñol to attend the cabinet meeting later?
Oh, hindi pa naman tinatama resignation niya. Yeah, the President has not accepted his resignation. Courtesy resignation lang naman.
So hindi pa ina-accept ni Presidente?
Hindi pa. Di ba sinabi ni Presidente, I will ask Mr. Murad kung okay sa kanila. Di ba?
Okay, no more questions? Joseph.
Sir, super out of
Super ano?
out of tangent, sir. Sir, meron pong report yung COA, reminder to the OP to use and to have a plan to use the 1.4 billion fund donated by Benpress. Parang nasa treasury pa rin daw po yung pera, and COA wants the government to utilize it for projects.
Eh, hindi naman ganun kasimple kasi yung paggamit ng pera, di ba? May mga protocols doon. Kasi kailangan meron ka pang batas para gamitin mo yung isang pera ng nasa treasury. Hindi mo naman bisa kang kukunin yun.
Okay, no more questions? Okay, thank you, MPC. Thank you, Secretary Panelo.
Thank you.
Back to our main studio sa Radyo Pilipinas and People's Television Network.